Environment Minister Tanya Plibersek says her government has more than doubled the rate of renewable energy project approvals. Let's go live to our political reporter Joel Philp. Joel, the minister says there are dozens more of these projects, several dozen, still sitting on her desk.
Well, a backlog of 95 more, Kieran, a record number. So the Environment Minister says her government is fast-tracking the approvals process and many more will come online in the coming years, and that since taking office, the Albanese government has approved 11 of them through the Environment Minister. When considering criticisms from the Greens Party that she's also approved new fossil fuel projects or extensions on those developments, she shrugged off the criticism, saying that that party needs to acknowledge the scale of what is currently occurring.
It would be terrific if critics like the Greens occasionally recognise the massive transformation that we're engaged in. We've got, I think Chris Bowen has made the point, 82 months to get to 82% of our electricity coming from renewable sources, from around 30%. That is as big a change as the Industrial Revolution was for Australia's economy. It's a big deal.
Yes, Joel, that full interview with Tanya Plibersek coming up in the program a little bit later. Now, following confirmation from the Prime Minister on Sunday agenda yesterday that the Solicitor General will reveal his stance on The Voice, what's been the reaction in the political world to those comments?
Well, Kieran, Nationals leader David Littleproud has welcomed and says it's a positive development that it appears the Solicitor General will perhaps reveal the advice that he gave to the government in supporting the stance on The Voice. But David Littleproud says that the Nationals' position hasn't changed in the way that they do not want to see The Voice enshrined within our country's constitution at the upcoming referendum, and that, just like the Liberal Party, the Nationals only want to see recognition for Indigenous Australians in the country's founding document, that be the change.
If the Prime Minister was to put in the preamble that Indigenous Australians were here first, that we made some mistakes, we're better having been together, but we'll be better having stuck together and sticking together into the future, then I think the Nationals have no issues. That's a statement of fact.
Now, meanwhile, with several Liberal frontbenchers refusing to say how they'll campaign at the upcoming referendum, of course, being bound by the party's official no stance, that those seeming tensions within the Liberal Party is being exploited by Labor.
I'm really impressed by the fact that there are so many Liberals around the country that are saying exactly this. I mean, the Prime Minister's down campaigning with the Premier of Tasmania, you'd have to say the most successful Liberal in the country, because he's the only one that's elected as a state or territory leader at the moment. He's a backer of The Voice. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a lot of Liberal backbenchers like Bridget Archer that will campaign for a yes vote.
Environment Minister Tanya Plibersek there confirming that the Prime Minister Anthony Albanese will actually be in Tasmania later in the month with the Tasmanian Premier Jeremy Rockcliffe and also a former Liberal MP turned ultramarathon runner Pat Farmer, who is running around the country in support of The Voice. Kieran?
Joel, we'll talk to you soon. Thank you for the update.